Mr. Stewart Dickson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Worth perhaps reminding ourselves that the A2 corridor runs all the way from White Abbey, Jordanstown and Green Island through Carrickfergus, Whitehead and Larne, and extends all the way to Cushendun in the far north of the constituency. We are a constituency of contrast, but I am always relentlessly positive when it comes to East Antrim, and I believe that East Antrim should and does have a can-do rather than can't-do attitude. We are a constituency of learning and skills development with an exceptional university, further education colleges, but we also have an amazing coastline and a unique and rich history accompanied by tourism and traditional industries. But of course we have not escaped the effects of the recent economic storms. However, our high streets have also suffered the effects of economically straitened times, and they do require meaningful support and a reinvigoration. But I also believe that we can build on our previous successes, our shared history and our industry, and a truly dynamic and united and prosperous area of enterprise where everyone has the chance for employment and gaining skills in a safe and socially just community. East Antrim has much to offer by way of infrastructure, skills and knowledge, and we must all MLAs from East Antrim work tirelessly to market East Antrim plc to the world. I will.
Acknowledge that it is very disappointing that the programme, which was for the first time drawing in large numbers of people to develop their basic numeracy and literacy skills, which LEDCOM was provided in Larne, Carrickfergus and indeed in Moyle, has come to an end, and that they have been providing a service that here to date no one else has been able to succeed in, and it's important that that service is continued.
Member has an additional minute.
I also acknowledge the changing environment in which many of these programmes are delivered. We need to access efficient and reliable energy sources, and that includes electricity, but crucially mains gas supply. Investors from around the world don't want to look at dirty fuels. Well, since the 1990s, East Antrim has benefited from natural gas supply, an innovation that much of Northern Ireland, the Ministers announced today, is only starting to see. Larne is exceptionally placed in regards to this, only miles from the main gas interconnector to Scotland. But there are parts of East Antrim and the A2 corridor that still lose out, and towns like Whitehead have to rely on oil and other fuels rather than benefit from natural gas. But I will continue to press the case for gas to Whitehead and beyond into other rural areas, and I do call on the utility regulator to look into this. Tourism represents one of the biggest opportunities for East Antrim in terms of jobs, and therefore we need to completely reinvigorate our towns to attract tourists. Attractions such as Carrickfergus Castle, the New Gobbins Pathway and the Glens are exceptional assets, and the Enterprise Minister must ensure that they are developed and marketed to their fullest potential. Our ferry connection to Scotland through Larne is an enviable strength, bringing tourists and business to our doorstep. However, there are constituents expressed to me their concerns about the high cost of travel to and from Scotland, and this is hurting our potential as a tourist destination. And I believe that DETI need to investigate what can be done to encourage lower pricing and more competition on the North Channel routes. In the end, we will all benefit from attracting greater numbers of people to the area. But one of the more transformative projects is, of course, the upgrade of the Shore Road and a dual carriageway all the way to Carrickfergus. People and businesses will genuinely be able to benefit from this in their journey into East Antrim. I hope this will also eventually dovetail with a planned upgrade of the York Street interchange. In addition to that, the A8 marks a significant milestone of development of the Port of Larne, one which will develop and contribute to a prosperous Northern Ireland. Traffic will flow more efficiently from the port. However, we do need to deal with the issue at Sandy Knowes, and I believe the Minister needs to investigate the possibility of free-flowing junction in the Larne to Belfast direction to provide that access from the port right across the island of Ireland. The Regional Development Minister also needs to look at the utilisation of the Larne railway line for more than just passenger services. In relation to infrastructure, I think that it is important, and others have made reference to communication technologies, particularly that of broadband. LEDCOM has impressed upon me the need for us to keep ahead, and although 90% of Northern Ireland has access to fibre optic broadband and is one of the best connected regions in Europe, we must not fall behind in that. That is a message which LEDCOM have been pressing home to me. In the area of digital communication, we don't need to rest on our laurels. Technology is forever changing, and we must continue to lobby DETI and relevant infrastructure companies to ensure that we're keeping
Bring
pace.
his remarks to a close.
Ultimately, Mr Speaker, achieving a prosperous East Antrim relies on us all working together to attract business investment into the area. This requires action at council level, Stormont and at Westminster. We must act to create a united, cohesive and highly skilled community ready to face the challenges and seize the opportunities of the 21st century.
Call Mr David Hilditch.